got a special Zoom lined up for you this morning. Super excited, super fired up. Our special guest that is going to pour in each and every one of us. But to get us started, I want to bring the host to the forefront that is going to actually be leading this Zoom and doing this thing as far as the navigator. And this is a gentleman that, I mean, 20 plus years as a health and wellness advocate. I've had the privilege of working beside him for the past decade, plus a few more years, and have just gleaned so much, not just from his knowledge regarding health and wellness, but just him as a human being, selfless, very giving, and just put this Top Shelf Nutra opportunity in place where he put his mind where his heart was. And just put it out there for everyone to have success. And that's what you're going to hear today from the testimony. So I'm going to get out of the way and bring to the forefront our co-owner rather, of Top Shelf Nutra, none other than Mr. Todd Smith. Mr. Smith, are you out there, sir?
I'm here, Mr. Bazemore. Can you see and hear me all right?
I see and hear you loud and clear, sir. The Zoom is yours.
Thank you. I see you're wearing your colors today. Thank you very much for welcoming me on, welcoming everyone on, and for all of you for being here this morning. We do have a very special Top Shelf Nutra experts presentation here today. So excited to have them with us. Those of you who were on the Facebook Messenger, you saw us talking about it and talking about what was coming up today. And I do not want to take any of the time away from them, but I do want to give a brief introduction. And so let me go ahead and share my screen here if I can get the right one. All right. So as you know, here at Top Shelf Nutra, we are all about living better, living well, living better than others, and being able to share that with others, and finding ways in our lives that we can add to and improve the lives of our families, the lives of our neighbors, the people we go to church with, the people we interact with, our Top Shelf Nutra family. And so one of the things we've been doing, as you know, is we've been bringing on experts, people who have life experience in sharing the message of good health, the message of living a quality life, and letting them share what they're doing outside of Top Shelf, because Top Shelf can go along and belongs in the lives and the homes of everybody. And so we want to spotlight and hear and learn from those who are doing other things. And we've had multiple speakers on, and you can see those past presentations on our YouTube channel. But we're very excited today to invite a couple on, a power twin couple who have formed a company called Global Impact Wellness Group, and have done a fantastic job in putting together ways for us to reach out and help those who are struggling with mental illness, those who, as a result of this, are also perhaps struggling with substance abuse. There's lots of different things that attribute and play into mental health. And this organization, Global Impact Wellness, is definitely involved in improving mental health. And we know in order for us to be healthy physically, we've got to focus on all aspects of health, and mental illness, mental health is a big part of this. And so I'd like to reach out to two good friends of mine, Andrea Givens and Andre Vaughn, two twins, powerful twins. There you are. How are you both?
Super fantastic.
I'm phenomenal.
Fantastic and phenomenal. Well, that is excellent. And I am so excited. I feel privileged to have you both with us today. And as you know, that I've been kind of watching from the sidelines as you've organized this company, as you've been helping literally thousands of people gain access to mental health, find that there really are options and ways to live a better life. And we just are so proud at Top Shelf Nutra to be partnered with you, to be associated with you, and to be able to invite you onto this forum to share what you're doing. And I don't want to take anything away, but I do want to read this little introduction about Global Impact Wellness. So Global Impact Wellness Group is a forward-thinking mental health organization dedicated to providing comprehensive, compassionate care to individuals and communities. With a mission to improve lives through innovative approaches, the group offers a range of services, including therapy, mental health programs, and wellness initiatives tailored to diverse needs. Their commitment to excellence ensures that clients receive personalized care, fostering growth, healing, and resilience, focused on accessibility and inclusivity. Global Impact Wellness Group partners with schools, organizations, and local communities to create lasting impact and empower individuals to lead healthier, more fulfilling lives. Now, that's a powerful statement. And I just am honored to be associated with it. And I'm excited to hear from the two of you. I've known you both for a number of years now. I'm impressed by you. I consider you both mentors. And I would love to just pass this Zoom over to the two of you, and so you can pour into us on what you're doing, the purpose of the organization, and how we can participate, and how Top Shelf Nutra is involved. So I'll go to you first, Andrea, and then Andre, and I'll kind of leave it to the two of you. I'll pop in with questions if I have them, but I just really would like to hear from the two of you, and how you got on this journey, and what is our end goal here with Global Wellness.
Wow, I am so super excited, first and foremost, to be on the call. And thank you so much, Mr. Todd Smith, for everything that you have done for our family. You have just, I mean, we can call you anytime and ask for like your expertise in an ailment, and you are right there. And so I just want to thank you for you being an awesome mentor to my brother and I. So thank you so much. And so go ahead.
I just gonna say thank you. I feel the same. Thanks.
Thank you. And so, like, Global Impact Wellness Group, the name just speaks for itself, and we have to make sure that we are doing everything possible to make sure our name makes sense, right? And so global, we want to make sure that we're affecting the masses, right? And we say impact, we have to make an impact on everyone, right? Everyone. So we're looking at children, we're looking at adults, we're looking at elderly, geriatrics, we're looking at everyone, right? And then we say wellness. Well, wellness, we look at that mental health, right? But then in order to make sure that our clients are mentally stable, there's some things that they need to do physically, and as far as their health and wellness, that is all incorporated. And so we just don't want to say, oh, you need to have therapy, right? Therapy is so important, right? But what else is missing? Because there's some other things that are missing. And so we are super excited, and we say group, right? Group is everyone collectively, everyone coming together to ensure that we are solidifying our mantra, which is care you can trust. So if we are care you can trust, we need to make sure, you see right behind me, we have these fabulous products. We need to make sure that all of our partners, whether you're connected to Global as a partner or you're a client, we need to make sure that they are they know about these products, and they have mass information about wellness in totality. So I am so excited just about Global Impact Wellness Group and partnering with Top Shelf Nutra to ensure that we are a product of the product, right? But then also making sure that we pass on this information to our partners and to our clients so that they can live a more fruitful life. And we are excited just about the opportunity.
Wow,
No,
that's wonderful. Thank you so much. And we feel the same way. Now, walk us through a little bit about how you got on this journey. What led you to do this, and what are some of the benefits you're experiencing and things you're seeing with some of your clients?
And so what led us? Oh my goodness. So I never forget, I told my brother, it was like years back. I said, Dre, I think that we have what it takes to start a mental health wellness company. And he said, oh, okay. Well, maybe. And you know how Dre is, he's so busy and everybody wants a part of Andre. And I get it, right? And I said, but look, I've been your roommate since Burger King was a prince, right? And so it's time for us to do some things that we've already been doing, right? We've already partnered. We've been working with schools. I traveled throughout the country working with schools and ensuring that we did what we were supposed to do as far as the reading curriculum that I was promoting. But I said, you know what? And I developed partnerships with children that became my mentees. And it was something that we did naturally. And so I said, Dre, I came back to him. I said, please, Dre, just please, let's do this. And so he like took a step back. And I mean, within a few days, he says, you know what? I found us a consultant. I said, oh, yes. So we started on our journey then. And since then, we have like the name. I was so super excited when Andre came to me with that name. I was like, you know what? That like makes sense. It makes sense in everything that we want to do. And so we have an OMHC, and I don't want to speak foreign language, which is an outpatient mental health clinic. We also have a substance use disorder program. We have a psychiatric rehabilitation program as well. And then we also have residential. We're focused on housing these clients as well. And so with all of this, we know the importance of overall stability, right? And so we know that clients come to us with different challenges. And it is our goal, it is our job to make sure that they are like taken care of in totality. So we're looking at the overall structure. We want the mind, body, spirit, and soul to be together. And so we know that Top Shelf Nutra has products, right? They have products that can solidify and can assist our clients. And so we are excited that we are getting a display case, right? And we're going to have our products on display for our clients to be able to take part in free, right? These are things that we want to do for the community. We know we get up, I take the products every morning, right? So if I am taking the products, and one thing that Andre and I pride ourselves on is that if it's something that we have, or that if something that we wouldn't do, we don't want our clients to do, right? And so if it's on the flip side, if it's something that we are taking and we know the benefits that it has had in our lives and our families' lives and our friends' lives, why aren't we giving the same thing to our clients? And we know that we are dealing with a population where finances are an issue, right? And we know finances, and that's like the big thing in healthcare now, right? Where finances can be an issue for people in order for them to be able to afford these products. And the great thing about it is that we want to make sure that they test them out, right? That they are able to use the products and see the benefits of the product, but we want to do it at no cost. And we want to be able for them to walk in and say, oh, I need this or I need that. And we're like a solution-based company. So we want to make sure that we have the solution for those clients that have certain ailments. And we know we've been using the products and they've cured a lot of things that we've had challenges with. So why not pass it on to them? And I mean, they are super excited. Even some of our partners that said, oh, can we have our own? I know that we are displaying, we're going to have some at the office for everyone, and everyone will be privy to this, but we want our own. And so that's what we want. We want people to see how well the products are and how, the benefits of the products. And so in order to do that, yes, you can try them out, right? And then you can take them and use them daily. And we want to spread the word globally, right? And so that's why I'm just so excited just about the opportunity, the organization, and what the benefits it holds for our clients. And so they are excited, we are excited. And so I know that with excitement comes just health and and individuals being healed. And so that's what we are excited about the most.
Powerful, powerful stuff, Drea. I really appreciate that and love the fact that, yeah, we can have the greatest formulas in the world at Top Shelf Nutra, but if we don't have a vehicle to get the word out, right, we would never reach these people if it weren't for you and your brother and connecting Top Shelf Nutra to your clients. So thank you, thank you, thank you for that. Now I got to reach out to the twin brother here and find out his side of the story as to how this thing got started. Andrea said that she used a little bit of the sister twin power, right? Twin sister power to get you to take a look at this. Tell us your side of the story, Andre.
Well, it's always two sides to the story and then the truth. And I remember wrestling late at night and saying, man, if I could just get my sister to see this mental health. No,
Yeah, that sounds right, Andre.
No, it happened like she said it. And, one of the things that, I'm not really a brick and mortar person, just being in the industry and owning my time for the last 20 years. But I saw a bigger call and, how we can really impact because I was a second grade school teacher. And the reason why I left is because decisions wasn't being made in the best interest of the kids, from the top bottom. And so anytime you're under leadership, you want to make sure that the leadership falls in line with your personal policies, and it didn't. So this gives me an excuse to be able to go out and give. And then on the second hand, when I had my real estate company, a reason why I stopped that, we made a lot of money, but some of the partners I had brought on, it didn't match up with my personal policies. And so here, it was more transactional instead of transformational. And so now we get to house individuals. Well, now it's transformational and it's still being in real estate. So here you have two things that I did at a very young in my career. Here I come back through the mental health and you really feel like you're making a difference. And, just the inclusionary model where we're not just talking about mental health and going to see a therapist, but we are seeing what leads to that. I feel like when somebody feels better, they do better. And so it's exciting to have the foresight to say, listen, we don't want to have any barriers. We're going to have for our partners, for our clients, we're going to have these things available. And so if you do want to buy it, then you're investing more in you, right? Because this is for our partners, it's not for the whole family, right? But this is for our partners. And so as a leader of your household, whether it's a female, male, if something is good, then it's your responsibility to go bring it to your family. And, you go in every mall, in certain malls, when you go in, you have somebody giving you a sample. You're not going to get full off that sample. It'll suffice, but it's within hopes that you would like it so much that you would pay for it, And so I'm excited about where we are. And, what I'm most excited about is the awareness and the knowledge, because there's so many individuals here. I'm in a car service yesterday. I call you out of the blue and, a young lady has a 14-year-old daughter who she's talking about transplant list. And if you would have just heard the conversation, like transplant list and this and that, and I'm like, oh God, oh God. And here I go and call Todd and I'm like, I hope he answers. I hope he answers. And it was just so, he didn't try to tell him they needed 8 products. He didn't say that he needed 6 products. He gave him 2 or 3 simple products. He's like, man, transplant list. This man only told him 2 or 3 things and was so confident to say, well, in 30 days, you should see something happen for you, you know? And it was just as a matter of fact. This is the information you talk about thousands of dollars that these pharmaceutical companies are going and charging people for prescriptions and everything else, all the insurance, all the codes that the new codes that people are going. And here, this man less than a $200, less than probably $100 really when you got to $100 some investment where we felt confident because I called him. That's why I felt confident. Where normally the average person would say go right to the hospital, you know, or just follow that. And we felt, who do we think we are to feel so confident that somebody's saying that their 14-year-old daughter's on the transplant list and she already, and we made that transaction happen that day. So this is the type of impact, global impact. This is the type of impact that we can all make when you have top shelf products, when you have a top shelf message. And, you know, a lot of times we're on here and I think people take for granted on the information that you have and how many people you actually can help, you know, and sometimes we're tired or we're just, you know, but you need to realize the power you have and the power that we utilize our products. And we're not going to put anything in our office if we don't 100%. We're not going to invest in anything if we don't 100% feel like it's going to make a big difference in somebody's life. And that's what an impact is all about. It's not about, you know, just, you know, taking care of our family. It's about really extending the olive branch. Because if you were in that situation, then you would do it too. And I'll never forget, and I'll throw it back to you, Todd, when, you know, normally when you go in the facilities, our mother was in a rehab facility, and normally they are 100% against everything other than what they want to give you. And I just never forget that the nurses and all that, they're calling like it's a act of God, like, she's almost out of the muscaline and almost out of the turmeric and the ginger, you know, because they realized how much they couldn't deny how much of an impact it had made on, you know, our mother. And when she's in a facility, we bring it in and smuggle it in at first. And then we just said, let's sit down with the individuals, and they, all of our products that Todd has manufactured and Kurt has manufactured, they approved all of those products to be in and to be able to give it. And needs to say, people go in those facilities and never leave out. You know, our mother is not in that facility anymore. When she goes to her doctors, she has great blood pressure. Her vitals are amazing. And even her caretakers that we have 24/7, you know, hey, she's getting low on this and she's getting low on that. And it's like, you know, let's make something happen, you know. And so I'm excited that, you know, we have it and global is global. We're fired up about it, but we want to be the step above the best. And we use TopShelfNutra as a tool just to separate ourselves. And I'm telling you, we had a mental health company out of California, and when they heard that we working on the Zen room and we give our people nutrition, and that's the top of a conversation, then they get really, really uncomfortable because they don't want to invest the money. You know, they would rather, you know, stay in more 5-star, you know, hotels and do things for themselves. But, you know, it's all about making an impact, Todd.
Powerful stuff. I love, excuse me, I love the fact that you care so much about these clients and these people that you know, you are testing this out over years and years. The two of you have been using these formulas on yourselves. You trust them on your mother. You share them with your clients, and then even when you run into somebody with a serious illness, for a 14-year-old girl, you can confidently say, you know what, follow this program. It's simple. Sometimes we get a little bit intimidated by the simplicity of it, right? It's almost like, you know, dipping yourself 7 times in the River Jordan, right? The simplicity of it sometimes sounds a little bit too easy to be true. But we see it over and over again that when we make simple changes in our lives and our lifestyles and our diet, and we give the body these powerful tools, the body can go to work. Well, I would love for you to share now with people, each of you, if that's okay. We can take turns, but I'd love you to share kind of your advice to people with regards to if they know somebody, if they have a family member, if they know somebody who's struggling with mental illness or other things, what would be your recommendations? What are the steps that they should take, and how can Global Impact Wellness and Top Shelf, how can we help people? Because you're interacting with these people every day. Give us some advice. We all have somebody in our family, maybe a neighbor down the street, somebody we go to church with that's struggling. What advice would you give us for helping those individuals? Drea, we'll go to you and then back to Andre.
Yeah, so one of the things is that I know that we may have family members and friends, but sometimes they don't want to hear from us, right? And so it's all about passing the baton. And so it's important to get them in front of experts that can help them and that can show them the way. And so that you would not believe how many individuals feel more comfortable talking to a stranger, right, than they do their own family members or friends, just because of the nature of their issue, right? And so it's important that we understand that they're not shunning us, right? But they just are not ready to share that information with us. But it's important that we pass the baton on to someone else so that they can get the assistance that they need. And one thing about this, what I know about in this day in society, when you're giving someone something, sometimes they think it's too good to be true. And so probably with that, and one thing that we pride ourselves on doing is that individuals, just like Andre was sharing about the lady whose daughter needed a liver transplant, right? And she probably thought, oh my goodness, like somebody is really actually helping me and they're doing it like for free, right? They're giving me this information that sometimes people pay thousands of dollars. And so I think it's so important to start normalizing that people really do care, right? There are individuals that really do care. Yes, you do get individuals that don't, but we need to start normalizing that there are some great people out here trying to give you the support that you need. And so it's important that we share the information, because I always say that, and we always say that sharing is caring. And so once you share that information, my goal is to always follow up with individuals. Now, I remember you said such and such time you were having this challenge. What have you done to remediate that situation? And and a lot of times, like we're in a age now and a year now where listening is key. And so you may not say something like that same day, but say something 2 or 3 weeks from that time that you talk to them. And so they're like, wait a minute, they really were listening. We're super busy, but sometimes we're just busy being busy. And it's important to listen to what individuals are saying, but then holding them accountable. Like, you took the time to tell me that information. So now I'm going to take the time to follow up and to see if what have you done in order to remediate that challenge. And so I think that's important. That's super important in this day and age, is that we follow up with people. We really, really genuinely show that we care by having those courageous conversations at a time like this. So yes, that's my recommendation.
It's powerful, letting people know that you were actually listening to them, right? Remembering it, bringing it up again, following up, and they sense the sincerity in it. And I also like what you said about, we don't have to be the expert. We can point people to experts, right? We just need to make sure they know we care, and then point them to some information and an expert. I love it, Drea. Thank you. Andre, what would you add to that?
One of the things that I realize that people really want to be helped, and I think because of our self-limitation beliefs of things that happened 10 years ago, 5 years ago, we have this fear of being rejected. Nobody wants to hear no, and it's not really their issue. And a lot of times we attract our results. And so, we're going in defeated before we even share it. And so when you do things as a matter of fact, I mean, because when we talked about to our partners, or when we even talking about the young lady, she was willing to pay for it, so because I don't have any belief. I mean, if you want help, here it is, And so we would just stop with our self-sabotaging thoughts on what you think, because it's not that serious. I mean, you and Kurt have put this in a position, think about it, that what is one doing to get discount pricing? It's what, $15 a month, right? People pay for it for a year. What else? What do people? Oh, the shipping, this product, the shipping cost more than the actual product. Well, you took that barrier out, so it's no, and then, well, my whole family I gotta hide my bottles and stuff because well, you increase the quantities. You know what I mean? So you've increased the quantities, took out the shipping, and it's at a discounted price. And so you have top shelf. So you didn't lower. It was some products you said, no, that's not going to meet our requirements. And so you would rather have delays than just present anything to somebody, when it would have been very easy for yourself and Kurt to say, oh, give us those products and we'll just make it better next time. You said, no, we can't accept that because of the integrity of our name, our being, our personal policies. You have to fix this, right? And so, and so that could have went any type of way, but we appreciate you as a family for even doing that. And that's the faith we have. So, it's not, when you start tripping about yourself and you take yourself out of the equation, then things will just flow, right? And so, and it's a lot of people, even in the Top Shelf New family, they've mastered taking care of themselves. Like, they like, who has a story that, oh, I gifted somebody this, or I'm in it, because you would see it in results, right? You would see an evidence of something. And so I hope it's convicting some people that's even listening to this, that you're not doing good enough. You're not making an impact on the things that you do and giving people access to the things that you believe in. And that's simply selfish, And I believe, even with Top Shelf, I believe that the seeds we don't sow, the seeds that we don't sow, that we'll be held accountable for it, because this is God ordained. This is things that we will be able to share. And, that's why we make sure that we find different ways to implement and share and get you on the line. We've been on the line several times with different individuals just to see how we can do, but how many people are doing that in this a lifestyle for them. And so I think when people get out of their own ways, and that's why I'm excited about this and excited about the people that's going to be a year from now that's going to catch the vision of Top Shelf, right? Because now I tell people, sometimes you'll get more out of the people who don't know you. You know what I mean? Total strangers than the people that do know you. And so, oh God, that'll hit you later. And so it's just like, that should be the whole mantra of Top Shelf, that I need to duplicate another group of great people like we have one here, and duplicate the people who are not so comfortable with you. And so we can really get this mission and agenda out. But global, we're definitely, everything that we do, we present it. Every company I do, we present it out to the folks. And so at least we know that we were able to share it with them. So don't say, well, you made that decision to not use it, not us, but it wasn't because we didn't share it, because we had self-limited thoughts.
Powerful, powerful stuff. Thank you very much for sharing that. Well, we have come up at the end of the call here, but I don't want to leave people without an opportunity to know how to contact Global Impact Wellness. GlobalImpactWellness.com is the website, right? Are there any other things you would say as far as people being able to get a hold of you and reaching your wonderful organization?
What, Dr. G?
Yes. And so we also have a 1-800 number. And so our 1-800 number is 800-990-7408. And that you can call 24/7. And that's the great thing about it. You will always have access to someone at Global.
Wonderful. I'm going to repeat that number, 800-990-7408. GlobalImpactWellness.com. Andrea, we so much appreciate both of you. Appreciate the friendship. Feel like we're family. I love the fact that if I need help, I can call you. You need help, you can call me. We're in this together in helping people with their health. And I very much appreciate you taking the time to be on this Zoom with Top Shelf Nutra today. It means a lot to be partnered with you and your wonderful organization.
Thank you.
Catch us. I put the podcast that we just started.
Perfect.
We're on iHeart, Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon. So check the podcast. We have our first episode that's up. And so, go ahead and check out the podcast and join our our Instagram page on Global Impact Wellness. So thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you both so much. Appreciate you being with us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Andre, Mr. Andrea, and Mr. Todd. Thank you. Everybody have a great day.